How are we going, everybody? Having a good morning so far? Is it sunny where you are? I hope it is. It's freezing out here. Yeah, I'm dressed like a typical gardener who's not too worried about the weather because I get stuck into it and I start to warm up real quick. Now, what I've got here is the Grow Tunnel, the very popular Grow Tunnel that we launched last year. They've been around for a while, but we got stuck into them and they've been a great addition to our garden range, helping our plants in the winter months, especially this time of the year, to keep them warm. Now, I'll show you how to set this up. These are available on the website, but we'll talk about the Grow Tunnel. It comes with two types of materials. You've got the plastic material there, the clear plastic, which allows you to cover and create a little mini hothouse or Grow Tunnel hothouse. And then we've also got the insect netting, which is great for the spring-summer period, so plants don't get attacked by snails and slugs and things like that. So if you don't need the heat element, you just need the protection, that's this one here. We're going to put the plastic on because these seedlings that I planted a couple of weeks ago now these ones here, there were two sizes, and you'll see the smaller ones are almost disintegrated because it's so cold. Let me point to this one here. Look at that. There's nothing left of it. Look at that. I haven't touched them. You can see growth coming on there. All right, there's growth here. And this is what I mean about seedlings in punnets, especially when they're undersized. When you have to take them apart and disturb the root zone on them, sometimes you tear them up and they go a little bit backwards. They're too small, basically, to be planting out. But I've bitten the bullet and I've done it. And you can see here, I don't know what's left of that. Is there anything there? Oh, it is. Oh, look, it just broke away. So we're going to lose these, I think, but we can replace them. That's why we got into the plugs. That's the larger stuff over there. You can see them from where you are there now. Look at the size of them. All right, they were plugged, they were planted about a week ago. They've almost doubled in size. The larger ones on this bed here on the other side are doing well. They're starting to grow on. You'll see the older leaves are discolouring. They're going to fall off, so you can discard that leaf there, for example. See that one there? That's going to disappear, and probably these ones too. And you can see the new centre there, the heart is starting to grow. So it is winter. We're going to get into colder weather in the next few days, and we're talking like 12 degrees during the daytime, about down to 2, maybe 0 at night, or feels like 0 at night. Corellas are back. Yep, they're back. It's not even springtime yet, folks. Oh no, they're the native cockatoos. What am I saying? That's the beautiful sound they make. Anyway, the yellow-tailed black cockatoos. Back to the topic. So we're going to set up the Grow Tunnel. We've got 4 hoops, and they're about 60 centimetres in width. So from one upright to the other side with the curve on it's about 60 centimetres. And I'm going to try and position them equally apart and as accurate as possible to the size, to the spacing on the width. Now, you can push these down as much as you like, as much as the soil allows you to. And in this case here, I don't need it to sit too high. And that's because we've got a small growing plant here. That's 3. Now, the idea of this is to create the Grow Tunnel and the heat, trap the heat in there. It's a single layer, folks, so it's not a double skin, so you haven't got an air cavity or air pocket between an outer layer and an inner layer, and that cavity in between is vital. It's like double glazing of windows. You reduce the amount of heat getting in and cold getting in and heat escaping. And that's important about when it comes to hothouses. But as a Grow Tunnel, it's going to be perfect because if it's like 5 degrees outside, it'll be about 6 or 7 or 8 in there. And during the daytime, when the sun's shining, you'll actually radiate more heat in there, so it'll keep it hotter for longer during the evenings. That is the vital part about that. So we've got the 4 hoops installed, and it comes with a little bag of clips and all things like that. Let's just go through this quickly. So we've got the tie at the end of the tunnel. We've got some hold down pegs, front and back. And these are the clips that go along, let me show you, on top of the polyurethane plastic, the clear, that clips on like that and holds it in place. So we'll install all that now. Put this down, let's get the plastic, let's unfold it. Overall length is about 3.5 metres, or 3 to 3.5 metres in length that it'll cover. These beds are about 2.4, 2.7, I don't remember exactly, but we'll see in a second. See how far the plastic goes. Yeah, it's at least, the beds are 2.4. So this plastic is about 3.6. So let's just fold it out. There's extra plastic. Now, What I've done here is I've inserted these a lot lower. Now the plastic width is enough for you to be able to keep the grow tunnel a lot higher. See the length there? How it's gone past the leg, and on the other side there, let me just line it up. So here we've lined up there, we've just gone past a little bit past the leg, and we follow the line all the way across this side. We've got that little bit of extra length there. So it's cut for this total length, but when you insert it into the garden, obviously the overall length is reduced, so you'll have excess plastic sitting on the sides. Don't fold it over like this. So when you're clipping it, do not do that and clip it on to avoid that on the outside. You're best to actually fold it inwards like that and then clip it on there if you like. The reason why I say that is if you do it on the outside, what you're creating here is from one bed to another. Just quickly set this up. Let's say that's our hoops there. From one bed to another, if we did that and you get some rain, that's going to fill up with water. Now that's okay to hold it down because water is great for weighting it down, but it will start to go green when the sun shines on it, so you don't want it to start going mouldy and all things like that. So if you're going to fold it inwards like that, okay? But we'll start from the inside and we'll work our way back out and see what we need to do. This is one of the quickest and easiest grow tunnels you can install, folks. It's basically a mini version of the big one that I built over there, which is basically out of pressure pipe and timber and bamboo and tape and string and all the crazy stuff. It took me over a day to build it. Then I had to re-brace it all, which is good because I can walk in there and it's a bloody mess. I haven't touched it. We're going to go in there and clean it up later and you'll see what we're going to do with it. Yeah, but you can build them yourself like that or basically get one of these ones. Quick and easy. We've got plenty of plastic on either side. Might just steal a bit more on that way. So start from one corner. Hang it down a little bit like that and put your clip in place. There we are, and we move on. And you're better off pulling it tight as you can, not too tight because these aren't braced on top. You don't want them buckling inwards. And put the other one across there like that. And then we work your way back into the center. Just clean that up. Let's get that ripple out. So I've just folded it over on the inside. You can see how much excess I've got here. Not a problem with that. It's on the inside, no water's going to get in. It's almost like a double insulation there. And then just clip it again as well like that. Doesn't have to be super, super tight, but as tight as possible so the wind doesn't flap it around and cause it to rip or blow away. So we go down this end as well. There we are. We just fold that inside as well and clip that on. And then we just move along the line. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I've got another 4 clips here, which will be ideal to put on top like that, if you like. Suppose you can put them on top, you can put them on the side if you like. And these are the pegs. You get 2 pegs, one for the front and one for the back of the polyurethane plastic to beg down. And we've got a little bit of string here to help you tie it all up together again. So you've got 2 lengths of string, if I'm not wrong. So ideally, give it a light twist, 1 twist. Now I was going to peg it outside, but no, I'm going to have too much air pocket, so I'm going to peg it in here. And the purpose of the string is to help you tighten it up as best you can, so the diameter of it's narrow enough to allow the peg to sit over the top. There's a lot of string here, folks. Don't need to tie it up too much. Just shoelace knot like that. Then get it down there and drop your, have a look, a peg on either side and just press it down like that. Done. Now this excess, you could either tuck it in or actually I might just tie it around like that so it doesn't flap. So plenty of room. So look how long that is. That's 2.4 in length, if I'm not mistaken. I should get a tape measure on this. I've got a feeling it's a bit longer than that, but the grow tunnel itself will go up to 3.6, give you plenty of what you need to be able to cover your seedlings. You know, the lettuce, $10 a head there, there's $100 under here at least, you know, growing, so we've got to look after them, eh? I did put a booking in for my Ferrari, so I should get it in about 4 months. Once the lettuce is ready and I can sell it all. Well, it's just been brought to my attention, folks, that I put the last hoop too close to the lettuce on the end. So let me just untie it and I'll show you what I mean. Let me get this out of the way. See the bank here? And the lettuce is just there on the edge, so as it grows, it's going to hit against the wall here. So what I should have done, just take these clips off on that. And this is the fun part about it. It's so easy to dismantle and readjust if you need to. Put it away from the lettuce, so it's got room to grow. So now we're right on the end here. Pull that tight, peg it down. Peg this side again. So easy to repair if you make an error. Because I've moved the hoop back, it's closer to the edge of the frame here. I'm going to be able to tie it outside here onto the lawn down below. So just shoelace again, keep it nice and tight and firm, stop it from unwrapping. Like that. And get our peg on either side and press it into the ground there like that. That side's done. Let's do the other side. Take it through carefully and press it down. Press that in there. Might put a bit under. There you go, folks, our grow tunnel. Get it into your winter garden there so you can look after your winter veggies, because if it gets too cold, nothing really grows. It's a great way to help them come along, especially the young seedlings like these ones. Otherwise, they become susceptible to the cold weather and the wet feed underneath there. It'll help them come along a lot quicker, and hopefully they catch up to the other ones. These are available on our website. Get yourself some of these grow tunnels. I use them every winter. Last year I had them on the other side there. This year I've got them on this side, obviously, because I have no system or rhyme or order. I just go by the feel, and I feel like this is where I want to plant this year. You can do the same. Grow tunnels could be made up to 1 metre, or as little as 1 metre I should say, and up to 3.5 metres in length. Perfect for a bed like this. This is 2.5, 3 square metre bed. You can have 2 grow tunnels and the entire bed under plastic, and you can quickly pack it up as soon as the weather warms up. You need the day temperature to sit above 15 degrees. That's the bare minimum you want. 18 is perfect, but not in winter. At the moment, we're going to be sitting about 10 or 11 or 12. Feels like 8, and at night it's going to feel even colder. Vasilis Grow Tunnels, available at vasilisgarden.com. Our end of financial year, only a couple of days to go. Take advantage of the great specials on everything online. From me, Vasili, Maresi.